Greetings everyone, it's the Thrival nurse. I'm so glad you're here. In this video, I'll talk about the importance of developing a communication plan for nursing school. Clear communication is a valuable nursing school Thrival technique. You do not want to miss information or get wrong information. This can cause confusion and frustration. So let's be intentional about having a solid plan for communication in place. Before we jump in, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications. This way you'll get notified every time I upload new content. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get started. Do you remember a game called Telephone? As a kid, I played this game at birthday parties and slumber parties. This is a game played with a group. The first person would whisper a phrase like 7 dogs drank soda in Alaska to the next person, and then the next person would take that phrase and whisper it to the next person, and so on. After it got to the last person, he or she would say the phrase out loud. Many times the phrase was lost in translation and would not make any sense, and that was the fun of the game. Lots of laughter came afterwards. This is a silly and extreme example of how communication can be misinterpreted. But it actually isn't that far off from reality. Miscommunication can cause worry, stress, anxiety, frustration, and even anger. Therefore, having a solid communication plan in place can help you as a nursing student to avoid miscommunication that might lead to pain and suffering. Setting up a plan can be quick and easy, so I'll provide tips on how to set up your plan. So communication plan tip number 1, school email. When you're in nursing school, whether part-time or full-time, setting up your assigned school email is one of the most important things that you can do for your communication plan. Many students are used to using their own personal email, and trust me, I know this is convenient. However, students often miss out on announcements from the school or from their instructors and professors if they do not set up their school email. This should be the primary communication method you use for contacting your instructors and professors. They may tell you otherwise, so if they do, please do that. Many of the departments in the school are reachable via email. And the good news is that email is 24/7. If it is 2 a.m. in the morning and you are studying and have a question, you can't call your professor at that time, but you can send an email. You might not get a response, but you don't have to wait to send in your question either. Because the next day during business hours, you might actually be doing something else and actually forget to send in your question. I would also suggest that you link your school email directly to your phone. This way you don't miss any important information sent out by the school or by your professors. Communication plan tip number 2, learning management system. What if your class got canceled, or there was an exam that got moved, or your instructor sent out some valuable and helpful information regarding the assignment? You can usually find all of these types of information on your school's learning management system. A learning management system is a platform for the administration of educational courses. There are many types of learning management systems out there, but your school's chosen one. Some of the popular names are Blackboard, Moodle, Canvas, or Sakai. This would be the place that you log on your computer to see the course materials, even if you are taking an in-person course. Here you can access content, see the announcements about the course, submit assignments, and view your grades. Many learning management systems today have a phone application that you can download as well, and I highly recommend this. Often you can set up your notifications so that you don't miss any important information. Take advantage of technology so you don't feel left out. Communication plan tip number 3, school mobile app. If the school you attend offers a mobile phone app that you can download onto your phone, it is highly recommended. Most schools, including community colleges and universities, now have apps for the school system that you can get easy access to information and resources. These could be the health center, tutoring, or other services. Communication plan tip number 4, professor or instructor contact information. This is an important one. You may even have multiple professors. I would suggest that you make contact in your phone for each of your professors. Email and office phone numbers are generally standard. However, some professors may use cell phones. They may even accept text messages, so I encourage you to always ask your instructor or professor about their preferred communication method. Perhaps they don't take phone calls or accept text messages after 5 o'clock, or maybe they have certain office hours where you can call them directly for help. Maybe you'll find this tip helpful right now and you're thinking to yourself that you should stop everything you're doing and enter that contact information for your professor into your phone now. Go ahead. Push the pause button. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do it. Okay, so I'm hoping that you did that. You can thank me later. Communication plan tip number 5, classmates in cohort. I spoke in another video how important it is to have classmates in your corner so that they can be there for you. You will likely want to exchange phone numbers with them, especially someone who you would study with or if you're in an assigned group project with. Some cohorts use group texting or a group texting app on your phone so that the entire class can communicate together. Other cohorts create social media pages like a Facebook group to keep the cohort up to date. Most cohorts even have a student representative, or if your school has a nursing student organization, I would suggest getting the contact information for student leadership. They often can provide great sources of information for you. Communication plan tip number 6, other school contact information. You may want to save contact information for other key school services that you regularly use directly into your phone. One example that comes to mind is the school's technology department. Schools usually have 24/7 technology support, so I recommend you put their phone number directly into your phone. Let's say that you're taking an exam online and in the middle of the test, you have a technology issue. You want to minimize your stress because having a technical issue in the middle of the exam is stressful enough. You do not need to be looking up the phone number for the technical center. You don't need to struggle and try to remember where their contact page is or look in your syllabus. You can simply pick up your phone, call them, and get help. At a minimum, make sure to have quick access to the technology department of your school. Maybe you use tutoring services or counseling services frequently, so you might want to add those to your phone as well. Okay, so we covered 6 tips to help you develop a clear communication plan. Let me know what you think and share what you've used for your own communication plan down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, keep on thriving.